Welcome to our Lenten daily prayer service. My name is Denise Jennings, and I am currently serving on session as an elder, and I'm also on the fellowship team here at First Pres Allentown. Today's question for the Lenten prayer service is, who in your life is an excellent listener? What makes them so? And how can you learn from them? So it's kind of funny that I was asked this question because over the past 6 months or so, I've noticed, mostly while I'm at work, that people who focus and listen carefully to others are often those who do really well at their jobs. I've noticed that they typically stop what they're doing, they look at the person, so not at their computer screen or at their phone, and pay close attention. I can see it. I can actually see them listening to the person who's asked a question of them. And I think what this does is enable them to really reply insightfully, to really think things through and connect. But that listening lesson that I've learned applies in many scenarios in my life, but I don't see how it deepens my faith in God so much. But what I do see as a correlation in my faith is that God has listened to me. There have been numerous times over the past decades that I've asked God for help. And I've done this specifically by praying and asking God to assist me in showing me scripture that might help. Very respectfully asking this. Sometimes I would ask in the wee hours of the morning while preparing for church school the next morning. Usually in the middle of the night. I mean, the whole block is dark and everyone's asleep and I have questions and I've asked God for help. And amazingly, opened the Bible to a verse. And this is the Bible. I mean, it's 2,300 pages. And so to respectfully ask God for help and then open this Bible, to a verse that has really helped me, I just really think that that's God listening to me. Really listening. And more recently, I was struggling with some time commitments. I was really wanting to do a lot with my family and really wanting to dedicate a lot of time to church. And I have a full-time job and I just didn't have that much time. And so I was asking God, can you help me with my priorities? And after that, I opened to a verse in Maccabees, of all books, because I never read Maccabees. And the scripture that I opened to was about a woman who was struggling with exactly that. She was struggling with family commitments and religion, commitments with religion. And the message clearly in Maccabees was to choose religion. So in this 2,300 page Bible, that was the verse that I opened to when I asked God that question. And since then, I've been pondering what exactly God meant by religion, but the message was clear. When she felt she had to choose, it was choose religion. And so I think God was listening to me once again. It doesn't work all the time when I ask God for help, but many, many, many times it has helped me. So I also kind of want to say too that, my children are very capable grown adults. So I wasn't asking this question of God when I had small children who were dependent on me. I'm not implying that this message works for everyone, but I do feel that God was listening to me and answering based on what applied to that time in my life. So thank you so very much, dear God, for being focused, to being a focused listener, especially when I've asked the question.